Yes, because they're afraid they forgot something.
These will be for end of the year, and I'll make a little thing. They are cute. I was going to make them in campus because I can pack them.
Super cute. All right, are we ready? Here we go. Okay, I need that list.
I'm first, right? Am I first or last?
Alrighty, good morning. Alrighty, we are here today for a couple of reasons. The first reason being we are going to split our awards ceremony into two parts. The first part is fourth quarter awards. So we've done this every single quarter. We recognize students for good behavior, for earning their AR points, for having 100% homework, and then we also have a couple of special awards. After that is over, we are going to transition into our end of the year awards ceremony, which entails a few extra awards that we don't give out for the quarters, but just solely for the end of the year. So this is done in two parts, which is why we have chairs, so that way that you can see, and then students, when you get certificates, you can nicely place them underneath your chair for storage, okay? All right, so we are gonna start with fourth quarter awards. We are beginning with good behavior. Again, if you haven't heard, good behavior entails having one or less processings, no detentions, no tabs, which is think about behavior, and just being an overall good citizen in our school. And we always have a good celebration at the end of every quarter, and we are going to do that on the very last day of school, which is our color run. This is new for our third grade students. They've never done this before, but it's a lot of fun. I'm going to forewarn you, parents, grandparents, grown-ups, they get a little messy, so just a heads up. Alrighty, so we're going to start with Mrs. Young's class. Earning that good behavior certificate for fourth quarter, we have Becker Blair. We'll save our applause till the end. I forgot to add that, please. Linda Gomez, Carter Grissom, Zara Harris, Anakin Husher, Aubrey Jordan, Tristan Kirkhart, Marissa Lopez, Ava McCarty, Rain Panetti, Riker Pardai, Jonna Raymer, Mia Roberts, Declan Turner, Annabelle Wallace, Zafira Tarian, and Marley Swank. Third grade friends, please let's clap respectfully. Thank you very much. Alrighty, moving on to Mrs. Mitchell's class. Earning that good behavior certificate in the fourth quarter, we have Ryder Carter, Emma Clark, Coraline Cormeyer, Lincoln Garlow, Zoe Griffin, Bella Harrington, Caden Holston, Avery LeBaum, Jackson Ladera, Jason Littlejohn, Jocelyn Martin, Savannah Richards, Lainey Rawlings, Malia Rawlings, Paisley Rulig, Tanya Sollers, and Jacob Wilcox. For Mrs. Keys' class, good behavior goes to Kendra Augustus, Jackson Broughton, Addison Kraffitz, Rylan Culkin, James Dollahan, Cadence Holloway, Zyria Howard, Molly Keys, Arian LeBaum, Avery Langster, Will McMahon, Kaysen McManus, Jada Morris, Ellie Redmond, Brentley Robinson, Sierra Short, Bentley Schweitzer, Emmeline Tarr, and Cameron Williams. And we have Mrs. Larson's class. Earning good behavior, we have Presley Baldwin, Maggie Becker, Taylin Brasino, Olivia Cable, Sophia Klein, Emmeline Kraffitz, Spencer Drake, Oliver Hayes, Riker Husher, Ty Crable, Aiden LeBaum, Ellie LaLoop, Amber Maxwell, Alex Sellers, Delilah Whitaker, and Julian Chantrell. Alrighty, next up, we are going to recognize students that had 100% homework completion during the fourth quarter. Always the toughest award to get, but we have lots of names to read here, which means students did a lot of hard work even during the fourth quarter when times get tough and schedules get even busier than they already were. So in Mrs. Young's class with 100% homework, we have Linda Gomez, Aubrey Jordan, Tristan Kirkhart, Marissa Lopez, Ava McCarty, Riker Pardai, Jonna Raymer, Mia Roberts, Declan Turner, Hendrix Waters, Zafira Tarian, and Marley Swank. Okay, in Mrs. Mitchell's class, 100% homework goes to Elena Borland, Ryder Carter, Emma Clark, Oliver De La Cruz, Bo Gibson, Lincoln Garlow, Avery LeBaum, Jason Littlejohn, Jocelyn Martin, Lainey Rawlings, Paisley Rulig, and Tanya Solers. Now for Mrs. Keys's class, 100% homework goes to Kendra Augustus, Jackson Broughton, Addison Kraffitz, Rylan Culkin, Cadence Holloway, Zyria Howard, Molly Keys, Arian LeBaum, Avery Langster, Will McMahon, Kason McManus, Brentley Robinson, Sierra Short, Bentley Schweitzer, and Emmeline Tarr. And for Mrs. Larson's class, fourth quarter, 100% homework, we have Maggie Becker, Taylin Brasino, Olivia Cable, Sophia Klein, Emmeline Kraffitz, Spencer Drake, Ty Crable, Ellie LaLoop, Delilah Whitaker, and Jillian Chantrell. Alrighty, we're moving on to AR. Each quarter, these students were expected to get 10 AR points. It's an important part of their grade. We have done very well this year in third grade with earning our AR points, and fourth quarter was no exception. We also have on our certificates a certificate for a free Frosty from Wendy's students, so make sure that you don't lose that because you're going to want to turn it in for a goodie. Alrighty. Earning those AR points fourth quarter, we have Becker Blair, Christian Carey, Linda Gomez, Carter Grissom, Anakin Husher, Aubrey Jordan, Tristan Kirkhart, Marissa Lopez, Ava McCarty, Rain Panetti, Riker Pardai, Jonna Raymer, Mia Roberts, Declan Turner, Annabelle Wallace, Hendrix Waters, Zafira Tarian, and Marley Swank. Alrighty, Mrs. Mitchell's class. Earning those AR points fourth quarter was Elena Borland, Ryder Carter, Emma Clark, Coraline Cormier, Oliver De La Cruz, Bo Gibson, Lincoln Garlow, Zoe Griffin, Bella Harrington, Kingston Hovis, Embry Kennedy, Avery LaBaum, Jackson Ladera, Jason Littlejohn, Jocelyn Martin, Gannon McGrew, Savannah Richards, Lainey Rawlings, Malia Rawlings, Paisley Rulig, Mary Sanders, Tanya Sollers, and Jacob Wilcox. Alrighty, Mrs. Keys' class with those AR points is Kendra Augustus, Marley Ball, Jackson Broughton, Addison Kraffitz, Rylan Culkin, James Dollahan, Cody Griffin, Cadence Holloway, Zyria Howard, Molly Keys, Arian LaBaum, Avery Langster, Will McMahon, Kason McManus, Jada Morris, Ellie Redmond, Brentley Robinson, Callan Shannon, Sierra Short, Bentley Schweitzer, and Emmeline Tarr. All right, Mrs. Larson's class, fourth quarter AR goal. We have Presley Baldwin, Maggie Becker, Taylin Brasino, Olivia Cable, Emmeline Kraffitz, Spencer Drake, Oliver Hayes, Riker Husher, Grayson Jones, Ty Crable, Aiden LaBaum, Ellie LaLoop, Amber Maxwell, David Salee, Alex Sellers, Delilah Whitaker, and Julian Chantrell. That was a lot of certificates. This is a very strong group of reading students, so I'm super proud of you. Next year, the goal turns from 10 points to 12 points, so we're raising the bar here. Alrighty, we are down to the last two awards for the fourth quarter section of our award ceremony. Every quarter, we've awarded this to a student in each class, and this is for top AR. So the top student in each class who had the most AR points out of anyone gets a special certificate. We're gonna have you come up if you hear your name, see your teacher for your certificate, and we'll take your picture. Alrighty, Mrs. Young's top AR student for fourth quarter is Declan Turner. The top AR student in Mrs. Mitchell's class for fourth quarter is Oliver De La Cruz. Mrs. Keys' top AR student for fourth quarter is Addison Kraffitz. And Mrs. Larson's top AR student is Emmeline Kraffitz. Congratulations. Alrighty, the last award for the fourth quarter section of our award ceremony is the Top Social Studies Award. We have done top reading, top math, top science, and fourth quarter was Top Social Studies Award. So this is the student who had the highest social studies grade in their class. And we are actually starting out with a tie in Mrs. Young's class. So she has 2 top social studies students. The first one is Mia Roberts. And her second one is Declan Turner. Mrs. Mitchell's top social studies student is Lincoln Garlow. If you can't see their faces, they are priceless. Mrs. Keys' top social studies student is Cadence Holloway, who's absent today. Oh. All righty. And Mrs. Larson's top social studies student is Emmeline Kraffitz. Great job. Alrighty, folks, we are not done yet. We are just getting this party started. We are moving on to the end of the year awards. Now, you will find that some of the awards, third grade friends, hang with me. You are going to find that some of the awards that we are going to give out are very similar to the awards that we give out quarterly. We are also going to recognize yearly academics with this portion of the award ceremony, in addition to citizenship, AR, homework, top reading, top math. There are a lot of awards to give out. So we are going to just jump right in and get started. The first award that we are going to hand out is citizenship. Citizenship is an important award and one that we value as we teach and guide students into being productive citizens of our community. Students at Carolyn Wenz earns the Citizenship Award by being respectful of other people and their property, following school and classroom expectations, and by displaying good character, which includes, but it is not limited to, being caring, kind, honest, and responsible. In order to earn this award, a student must not have earned any processings, detentions, or other behavioral infractions for the school year. So this one's a big one. Alrighty. Earning citizenship in Mrs. Young's class. Again, we're going to wait till we get to the end of each class before we applaud. Students, Mrs. Young or your teacher, whoever it is, will walk through and give you your certificate. Please stand and smile so we can see you. All right, in Mrs. Young's class, earning citizenship. Again, this includes no behavioral infractions whatsoever for the entire school year. We have Becker Blair, Christian Carey, Linda Gomez, Carter Grissom, Anakin Husher, Aubrey Jordan, Marissa Lopez, Riker Pardai, Jonna Raymer, Mia Roberts, Declan Turner, Zafira Tarian, and Marley Alrighty, Mrs. Mitchell's class, earning citizenship for the entire year. We have Ryder Carter, Emma Clark, Coraline Cormeyer, Lincoln Garlow, Avery LeBaum, Jocelyn Martin, Savannah Richards, Lainey Rawlings, Malia Rawlings, Paisley Rulig, and Jacob Wilcox. Alrighty, earning citizenship in Mrs. Keys' class, we have Kendra Augustus, Addison Kravitz, Rylan Culkin, Cadence Holloway, Molly Keys, Arian LeBaum, Avery Langster, Kaysen McManus, Jada Morris, Ellie Redman, Brentley Robinson, Sierra Short, excuse me, Bentley Schweitzer. I'm going to say names 100 times today. I'm going to really lose it by the end of the day. Emmeline Tarr, Cameron Williams, okay, Mrs. Larson's class. Earning citizenship, we have Maggie Becker, Taylin Brasino, Olivia Cable, Sophia Klein, Emmeline Kraftitz, Riker Husher, Ty Crable, Ellie LeLoop, Amber Maxwell, Delilah Whitaker, and Julian Chantrell. Alrighty, the next award. Each quarter we have recognized students who have earned their AR points. Today we are here to honor students that have earned their AR points all 4 quarters. I want to also mention that if you receive the certificate, there is a McDonald's certificate stapled to it for a free Happy Meal. And so I want you to make sure you don't lose that one as well. Okay. Earning that AR goal all 4 quarters. Hang with me, 3rd grade. We have Becker Blair, Carter Grissom, Anakin Husher, Aubrey Jordan, Tristan Kirkhart, Marissa Lopez, Ava McCarty, Rain Panetti, Riker Pardai, Jonna Raymer, Mia Roberts, Declan Turner, Hendrix Waters, Zafira Terrian, and Marley Swank. Alrighty, Mrs. Mitchell's class earning those AR points all 4 quarters. We have Elena Borland, Ryder Carter, Emma Clark, Coraline Cormeyer, Oliver De La Cruz, Bo Gibson, Lincoln Garlow, Zoe Griffin, Bella Harrington, Kingston Hovis, Embry Kennedy, Avery LeBaum, Jackson Ladera, Jason Littlejohn, Jocelyn Martin, Gannon McGrew, Savannah Richards, Lainey Rawlings, Malia Rawlings, Paisley Rulig, Mary Sanders, Tanya Sollers, and Jacob Wilcox. Alrighty, Mrs. Keys' class earning that AR goal all 4 quarters. We have Jackson Broughton, Addison Kraffitz, Rylan Colkin, James Dollahan, Cody Griffin, Cadence Holloway, Molly Keys, Avery Langster, Will McMahon, Brentley Robinson, Sierra Short, and Emmeline Tarr. And Mrs. Larson's class, earning that AR goal all 4 quarters, is Presley Baldwin, Maggie Becker, Taylin Bristino, Olivia Cable, Emmeline Kraffitz, Spencer Drake, Riker Husher, Grayson Jones, Ty Crable, Ellie LaLoop, Amber Maxwell, Alex Sellers, and Delilah Whitaker. I also want to take a second to mention that students were challenged at the beginning of the school year to earn 50 AR points. If they met that challenge, they were awarded by getting the chance to attend a pizza party at Savoya's this past week. If you were one of the students who earned your 50 points and got to go to Savoya's, please stand and we'll give you a round of applause. Alrighty, great job. They liked the pizza. Okay, we're moving on to 100% homework. Homework teaches students how to problem solve. It gives students another opportunity to review class material, and it gives parents a chance to see what's being taught in school. Homework teaches students how to take responsibility for their part in their education. And today we are honoring students who turned in their homework every single day, all school year long. So congratulations to the following recipients. We are going to start with Mrs. Young's class. Linda Gomez, Tristan Kirkhart, Ava McCarty, Jonna Raymer, Hendrix Waters, and Marley Swank. Mrs. Mitchell's class, 100% homework for the entire school year. Elena Borland, Ryder Carter, Emma Clark, Lincoln Garlow, Jocelyn Martin, Lainey Rawlings, and Paisley Rulig. Alrighty, Mrs. Keys' class, 100% homework for the entire school year. We have Kendra Augustus, Addison Kraffitz, Cadence Holloway, and Emmeline Tarr. I also want to add, if they earn this certificate, there is a little mini coupon for a free mini pizza from Joe's. So don't lose that one either. Alrighty, Mrs. Larson's class, 100% homework. We have Taylin Bristino, Olivia Cable, Emmeline Kraffitz, Spencer Drake, Ellie LaLoop, Delilah Whitaker, and Julian Chantrell. Alrighty, hang with me, third graders. We're getting there. We're almost there. All right, we are going to recognize the top AR student in each class this morning. This student had the most AR points in their respective class and will be awarded with a reading medal. So if you hear your name, please come to the front and meet your teacher and we'll get your picture. All righty. The top AR student for the entire school year in Mrs. Young's class is Tristan Kirkhart. The top AR student in Mrs. Mitchell's class is Oliver De La Cruz. The top AR student in Mrs. Keys' class for the entire year was Addison Kraffitz. And the top AR student in Mrs. Larson's class for the whole year was Emmeline Kraffitz. Congratulations. I'm sure they could tell you how many points they had, and it is a lot. Okay. iReady is an important resource that we use in all of District 95. Our students take a diagnostic test 3 times a year to help us know what areas our students are needing extra support in and where they are in both reading and in math. Today we are recognizing the student in each class who had the highest iReady reading and math score. I will first announce the top iReady reading student in each class. So if you hear your name come forward, you are going to receive a reading medal. Mrs. Young's top iReady reading student is Declan Turner. The top iReady reading student in Mrs. Mitchell's class is Oliver De La Cruz. The top iReady reading student in Mrs. Keys' class is Cadence Holloway. And she's absent. Mrs. Larson's top iReady reading student is Emmeline Kraffitz. Great job, my friends. Math is the other subject area that students are tested on 3 times a year with iReady. So I'm going to announce the top math student with the highest iReady math score in each class. This one, they will receive a math medal. Mrs. Young's top iReady math student, Declan Turner. Mrs. Mitchell's top iReady math student is Malia Rawlings. Mrs. Keys' top iReady math student is Rylan Culkin. And the top iReady math student in Mrs. Larson's class is Olivia Cable. All right, we are down to the last two awards of the day, and I want to take a second and explain these because sometimes students panic if they receive one and not the other, or vice versa. We are going to recognize students for honor roll, so being on the honor roll all 4 quarters, but we are also going to recognize highest honor roll, which means there is a difference between the two. So honor roll is calculated by a student's GPA, which is their grades, their grade point average. It's calculated by the scores that they've received, and we calculate honor roll every single quarter. I'm sure on Facebook you've hopefully seen the honor roll post that we make each quarter. So there is honor roll, and then there is highest honor roll. Highest honor roll is straight A's all year long in every single subject. Honor roll, we may have had a B, we might have had a C, but nonetheless, we had a strong enough GPA, which is a 3.0 to a 4.0, to make honor roll all 4 quarters. So I have some students that will panic if they don't get honor roll, because I'm going to announce that one first. It might mean that you got highest honor roll, okay? All right. If you, well, let me talk about this. So being on the honor roll is more than just about making good grades. It means you are an exemplary student that your school is very proud of, and we're proud of all of our students. The following students earned honor roll all 4 quarters, and they will receive an honor roll medal. We are going to have our teachers walk through and place the medals around their neck, so students just stay where you are, okay? And then stand up, face the audience, okay? There are lots of names here, which is fabulous. All right, in Mrs. Young's class, earning honor roll all 4 quarters. Again, don't panic if you don't get this, if you think that you earned this because you got A's. We have another one to give out. All right, we have Linda Gomez, Anakin Husher, Ava McCarty, Rain Panetti, Jonna Raymer, Mia Roberts, Hendrix Waters, and Zafira Tarian. All right, in Mrs. Mitchell's class, earning honor roll, all 4 quarters, we have Ryder Carter, Coraline Cormeyer, Oliver De La Cruz, Bo Gibson, Lincoln Garlow, Zoe Griffin, Bella Harrington, Avery LaBaum, Jason Littlejohn, Gannon McGrew, Savannah Richards, Malia Rawlings, Mary Sanders, Tanya Solers, and Jacob Wilcox. All right, in Mrs. Keys' class, earning honor roll all 4 quarters, we have Kendra Augustus, Jackson Broughton, James Dollahan, Drake Floyd, Molly Keys, Arian LaBaum, Avery Linkster. Sorry, Mrs. Keys.
You're just so excited.
Kason McManus, Jada Morris, Ellie Redman, Brentley Robinson, Callan Shannon, Sierra Short, Bentley Schweitzer, and Cameron Williams. Alrighty, Mrs. Larson's class, earning honor roll all 4 quarters, was Presley Baldwin, Maggie Becker, Taylin Bristino, Sophia Klein, Spencer Drake, Oliver Hayes, Riker Husher, Grayson Jones, Ellie LaLoop, David Salee, Alex Sellers, Delilah Whitaker, and Julian Chantrell. All right, and before I announce highest honor roll, I want to take a second and recognize our student council members. Each year we have our students, they get the opportunity to write an essay to potentially be on the ballot to run for student council, and then it is an elected, basically they're an elected official of their classroom, and they get to represent their class for the entire school year in student council. Student council organizes different activities and events such as the Penny Wars, dress-up days. They run the concession stand for the sock hop. They do a
Donut morning.
donut morning. Oh, all your parents and grandparents who got a donut. That's because of the student council. All right, so we're going to take a second. Mrs. Young is one of the student council leaders. I guess you're not a representative, but you are a leader of the student council in addition to Mrs. Mayhew. And so they have a gift for each one of our student council members. So if you hear your name come up, Mrs. Keys' representative is Drake Floyd. Mrs. Larson's representative was Maggie Becker. Mrs. Mitchell's representative was Jocelyn Martin. She's not here. And Mrs. Young's representative was Hendrix Waters. Thank you for representing your classes. Alrighty, the last award. The highest honor roll recognizes those students who have clearly performed in a superior manner in every one of their classes. These students had a perfect 4.0 grade point average all year long, which equates to straight A's in all subjects, all 4 quarters. The following students earned highest honor roll and achieved straight A's all year long. So if you hear your name, you are going to be receiving an Academic Excellence Medal and an Academic Excellence Certificate. So please come forward to your teacher. All right, in Mrs. Young's class, earning highest honor roll, we have Becker Blair, Riker Pardai, Declan Turner, and Marley Swank. Mrs. Mitchell's class, Elena Borland, Emma Clark, Jocelyn Martin, and Paisley Rulich. Mrs. Keys' class, highest honor roll goes to Addison Kraffitz, Rylan Culkin, Cadence Holloway, Will McMahon, and Emmeline Tarr. And Mrs. Larson's class, highest honor roll goes to Olivia Cable, and Emmeline Kraffitz. concludes our awards assembly. Before we leave, I want to take a second to recognize the third grade team. You have the teachers here, but we also have a team over here that works so diligently with your students each and every day. They give it 1,000%. They love your students, and they really do a fabulous job making sure that our students not only are educated, but have fun while being educated as well. So please give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for a wonderful school year. We are looking forward to having them back as fourth graders next year. And